Hi everyone, today we're going to learn about top 10 common personality of Sigma male. Let's begin. Number 1. He hates living life safely. The Sigma male is unafraid of risks. That's not to say he's constantly imposing on authority or acting recklessly. Unlike full-on rebels, Sigma males don't have a problem breaking a few rules or taking some well-calculated risks if it serves their person. He doesn't do this to flaunt his authority or command respect from others, but to drive his projects forward. Every risk has a purpose. The sweet balance between pragmatism and idealism is exactly what makes Sigma males incredibly efficient leaders and partners. They understand the best possible scenario and produce situations that may not be as perfect but are better suited and more probable for a given situation. You'll often find Sigma males on top of the food chain in whichever situation they're in. They have complex personalities and hate being fitted into one box. As a result, you'll find that the Sigma male in your life is rarely an archetype. They excel as athletes, entrepreneurs, intellectuals, and creatives just because they're capable of broadening their horizons and adapt to excel in any environment. Number 2. He can't be told what to do about anything. With a certain security and fixation on who you are comes some stubbornness too. Because Sigma males are confident with who they are as a person, they have a very clear picture of the things they like and don't like. As a result, it might be hard to get a Sigma male to see the different side of things. This might frustrate partners of Sigma males who only wish to enrich his life. Instead of pushing him to do things your way, appeal to his pragmatic side and talk about the benefits of doing things a certain way. Sigma males can be dead set on who they are as people but are at the same time open to adopting when proven wrong. Take him to a restaurant he'd never go to. Present an argument about an opinion he never would have considered. Introduce a new shirt that he wouldn't have picked for himself. Sigma males may be stuck in their own ways but will be more than happy to enrich their lives and their personality, as long as you help them ease into it. Number 3. He's morally gray, or worse. Sigma males aren't always the best people out there, but, as they would say, it's always a matter of perspective. Sigma males can be righteous protectors of what they believe is right or wrong, or they can be cynical and jaded. Either way, their capability makes them a force to be reckoned with in regards to the status quo. Most Sigma males end up falling somewhere around the gray area of morality. They are generally introspective and smart enough to see that there are certain parts of the system that just don't make sense, and therefore they don't demand the true respect that society tends to give them. They can see the flaws in social systems and don't always understand why we need to look up to them, so they're more likely to use their powers for disrupting the status quo. While that doesn't mean that Sigma males are bad people, it does mean that they need to understand the logic behind everything they do and support. If they don't, they'll be hard-pressed to actually put their effort into doing something that seems stupid to them. Number 4. He's incredibly self-aware. Introspection is one of the primary traits of a Sigma male. As opposed to an alpha male who projects himself outward for everyone to see, the Sigma male focuses on himself and how his actions impact his entire being. Sigma males know themselves extremely well. They know their strengths and are actively working towards improving the weaknesses they think matter. Instead of spending his time surrounding himself with people, you'll often find the Sigma male in his bubble analyzing what he could have done better. Even without the best social graces, they still manage to avoid drama because they know how to handle social situations and understand how to come across likable. As someone who lives their entire lives in their heads and doesn't really seek out validation, they'll surely appreciate it when someone finally notices the very special things about them. As introspective as they may be, Sigma males are still human like the rest of us and may get into trouble from time to time. However, they'll be able to patch up whatever lapses in judgment they had in no time and turn failures into opportunities for self-development. Number 5. It's hard to understand him. The Sigma male personality may be one of the hardest personality types to understand. Because he is neither beta nor alpha but unique in his own way, it's difficult to characterize his choices and his behavior because they don't really fit in our binary understanding of what it means to be dominant or submissive. If you're dating a Sigma male, one of the most difficult things about dating him is that he's not very vocal. His knack for problem solving tends to come first, which may not always be what you need emotionally. Combine this with their disinterest in playing by traditional societal expectations, Sigma males can come across as robotic, unfeeling partners. This could not be farther from the truth. Sigma males are among the best partners out there precisely because they're highly self-aware. They may not always communicate what they're thinking or planning because they live in their own heads, but that doesn't mean he doesn't take you into consideration. Sigma males are primarily solution-driven. They want to keep moving forward and help those he cares about become the best version of themselves too. This fascination for efficiency can come across a little unempathetic at times, but it's his way of showing you he cares. No one else lives by the motto "action speaks louder than words" better than a Sigma male. Number 6. His social skills could use some work. Formalities are a waste of time to a Sigma male. He's not really concerned with fitting into society and winning some popularity contest. The Sigma male is often misunderstood for being a snob. Pleasantries are simply not his strong suit, and it's either because he hasn't had the time to deal with it or simply isn't interested in honing them. Compared to alpha males that want to dominate every conversation, Sigma males are happy to sit in the background and contribute in their own way without hogging the spotlight. Small talk, which is a foundational skill for a lot of people, is boring to a Sigma male. He doesn't feel the need to talk himself up to other people or please a stranger he'd never talk to again. You won't find the Sigma male standing in front of everybody cracking jokes or revving up everyone's mood. He'll often be at a corner speaking to someone he finds worthy of his time and intelligence. Or to no one at all. This nonchalance for social formalities manifests in different ways. Simple things like showing up in the proper dress code, replying to texts promptly, or participating in the meaningless niceties and other faux pas might be unknowingly committed by the Sigma male in your life because he's just not interested in empty socialization and unnecessary structures. Number 7. He knows how to adapt to different situations. Alpha males can grab a social group or a situation by the neck and make themselves the leader, but there are times when imposing your own leadership isn't always possible, or recommended. When alpha males aren't given the respect or authority they think they deserve, they have a tendency to become a lesser version of themselves. And that's where Sigma male has the advantage. While a Sigma male can be in charge if they need to be, they don't require the validation of being the leader in various social situations and power dynamics. They are happy to fit whatever role is needed for them at any given moment, meaning they are more fluid and flexible than alpha males, and thus more commonly successful in any situation. With no self-imposed expectations or pressures, a Sigma male can be either a follower, a leader, or any position in between, as long as they know that they are being used efficiently and productively. The problem with this, however, is that this can sometimes rub other people the wrong way. The unabashed confidence and freedom to play any part can come off as arrogance, intimidating those around the Sigma male. Number 8. He could be an alpha if he wanted. By their very nature, alpha males want you to know that they're alpha males. They live by structures and fall into the archetype of what it means to be a strong man with leadership qualities. The Sigma male couldn't care less. He possesses the same relentlessness, ruthlessness, and cunning of an alpha male but isn't really interested in projecting that onto his peers. Sigma males believe in showcasing their talents and abilities through actions. Awards and acknowledgements are secondary to them. He doesn't need titles or to be the center of attention to feel important, he just knows that he is. This self-confidence and security allows Sigma males to work quietly in the background without the need to constantly declare themselves as the leader. They're often happy wearing many different hats in a team and no job ever feels too small for them. When it comes to projects, their ego comes last. The most important thing is that the job gets done. If you ever come across an unassuming, intelligent man, don't make the mistake of thinking he's a beta. He might just be a dominant introvert in disguise, happily waiting for the right time to shine. Number 9. He understands the importance of silence. Sigma males are men of few words. You will almost never find them going on and on and on, chatting and gossiping about the little things going on in their lives. And this is because they firstly don't care about small, meaningless things that may no longer matter in a day, but also because they understand the value of protecting their own energy, and there are few things more important to a Sigma man than their own energy. But just because they tend to be quiet types doesn't mean they let themselves get pushed around. While alpha males can be described as dominant extroverts, Sigma males are best described as dominant introverts. They command the room by simply walking into it, with their presence and their aura, whereas an alpha male might command a room with their voice or actions. When dealing with a Sigma male, it's crucial to give him the quiet time he needs. Most people don't understand that silence between two people doesn't necessarily mean there's no vibe or connection, and being the person who can give a Sigma man the silence they need without being awkward about it is an easy way to make yourself a pillar in their life. Number 10. He is a silent leader. What comes to mind when you picture the traditional leader? Someone on the front lines, with an entourage of officials or subordinates around him at all times. Someone who is always on the highest floor, making executive decisions. An alpha male who speaks loud, always looks big and intimidating and doesn't look like someone you would ever mess with. But Sigma males are just as capable as alpha males as being leaders, except they have their own approach to it. Sigma men can be counted on to do what needs to be done. They have the perfect mix of self-reliance, introspectiveness, and intelligence to figure out any problem and turn something inefficient into something efficient. You would always want a Sigma male on your team. You get the confidence and leadership of an alpha male with none of the downsides of someone with a large and fragile ego that needs constant validation. A Sigma male will never quit regardless of the obstacle or inconvenience. Instead, he will keep working at something until he finds a way around it. They are the types who aren't afraid to go do what needs to be done, even if it's unbecoming of a leader, because their utmost priority is the goal, not their image. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.